Contest Chair, ladies and gentlemen, I love living in Cairns because I like who I am in Cairns. I like being me. What do I mean by that? In Cairns, there is no opportunity to hide behind a mask. There is no pretense or facade of gentility. You get us as we are. You get the mozzie bites and the sweat alike. You see the laughter, you see the joy, you see the tears. Because Cairns is an environment of extremes, and we see those extremes. I used to live in Melbourne, in a townhouse in South Melbourne, and I could get myself up in the morning and ignore the mess and the chaos that was around me, and I'd put my nice professional clothes on, I'd put the makeup on and the nice boots, and I'd walk out into that street in Melbourne feeling like I was okay and self-assured because I had my mask on. I was wearing that professional mask that I wanted people to see. And I could get on the tram and I could sit down and look all neat and orderly and know that I fitted in. But I wasn't really there. Oh, I was off somewhere else, dreaming. And so was everybody else. Everybody on that tram was there in body, but they weren't really there. They were off creating their own dreams and their own plans for the future, or worrying about the argument they had that morning. And when you're not really there, you avoid eye contact because you don't really want to be seen. Well, there's no hiding behind professional respectability in Cairns. I live in Stratford, and one Saturday morning I walked down to the Stratford shops to buy myself a paper and some milk for the coffee. Now, just imagine this. I'd only just woken up. My hair was an absolute mess, no makeup. I had the daggiest clothes on that I own. And I'd gone into the shop with one cell in my brain working. And that brain cell was telling me, get the coffee, go home and have a cup of coffee. And at that moment, Marcia from the lovely hair salon As You Like It walked in, bounced up to me. Hi, Carol, started telling me all these wonderful things that were going on in her business. But at that moment, I wasn't being business coach Carol. I was being grumpy bear Carol. Couldn't she see that? Well, actually, no, she couldn't. All she saw was Carol. And we chatted, and we laughed. And I went home and I enjoyed my cup of coffee. And I realised then that maybe I didn't need that mask to be taken seriously anymore, that mask that I thought I needed. There's no hiding when the wet season comes. There is no polite veil of civility when that torrential rain comes down. We all face the massive electrical storms that strike open the night sky with thunderous lightning strikes. We all bear the heat when the bitumen is so hot that it starts melting and our feet are burning. We all slink into the car when we're saturated with sweat, when the humidity's up to 98%. No one is left out. Not the young, the old, the rich, the poor. Cairns truly is a great equaliser. Living in the tropics is non-compromising, non-judgmental. It's raw and honest. We share a laugh, when we run inside with our hair all wet and our shoes taken off. We help each other get out of the rain, and we share anything that can console ourselves when our car's broken down and the electricity's gone off for the day. And everyone in Cairns becomes one as we consolidate and rally around the powerful rain gods. You see, in the tropical environment, we're vulnerable. It is a naturally vulnerable environment that we're in. Some people equate being vulnerable with being weak, and so we avoid it. And yet the very essence of being vulnerable is what allows us to be open to true friendship. It is that very essence of being us with our borders down, our guard dropped, in trouble, needing our neighbours, that actually creates that connection with the people around us. There's no mask. I know my neighbours in Cairns. I know the people I work with. I know I have people here that I can rely on. And they know that they can rely on me. We also get to be us when we drive our cars. We've all got our own unique way of going around the roundabouts. In fact, it seems to be personal choice as to whether you stop at lights or not. And that's okay, because Cairns attracts rugged individualists. We all enjoy being a little bit more of us in Cairns. I have a friend called Katrina. She married her boyfriend a few years ago, and when he proposed to her, he said to her, "Katrina, I like who I am when I'm with you." So I want to say, Cairns, I really love who I am when I'm with you. I love being me.